All right, friends, welcome to you all around the world. Welcome to this very special episode of Follow the Money Radio. So grateful to have you here along for the ride. Today, episode number 450. We're entitling today's episode Multiple Streams of Income 101. So this is an exciting episode today as we continue in our 5 levels of financial freedom. This series now has been going for several weeks. And now we continue to move into level 4. So we're almost through the entire 5 levels. This has really been great. We've received so much great feedback from you as we've been going through these topics of creating financial freedom in your life. Over time, as I've traveled and talked to people through conferences and through my speeches, and then of course even here online through our website, through the emails we get, I find that people really are who are trying to improve their financial lives are really focused upon 2 things. They're trying to generate more income, and they're trying to become better investors. And that's exactly what we do here at Follow the Money, is we teach and educate people on how to become better investors and also how to generate more income. And today's podcast episode is really focused upon that idea of income generation. This is a crucial episode, quite frankly, in your financial journey. So we're going to delve into the art of creating multiple streams of income today. It's a cornerstone in the path to financial freedom. And by the end of this episode, our hope is that you're going to have a clearer roadmap to diversifying your income streams and securing your financial future. We're going to embark on a 3-part exploration today. We're going to begin with a compelling case for building multiple streams of income. Why do you need them? Second, we're going to demystify the concepts of the 3 fundamental types of income that will empower you with knowledge. And then in our third and final segment, we're going to focus on several different types of income streams that you can create, that you can initiate, from investment strategies to other types of ideas and financial instruments. So get ready to join me on this enlightening journey. Let's set in motion the transformative power of multiple income streams. Get ready to unlock new potentials and fortify your financial foundation. Let's dive in. All right, friends, so we do have a great show today, and today we're going to be delving into a concept that is becoming increasingly crucial in today's rapidly changing economic landscape, and that is the creation or creating multiple streams of income. Now, those of you who've been following this podcast for some time, or you've been familiar with followthemoney.com and myself, you read my book, Bankruptcy of Our Nation, you know that creating multiple streams of income is one of the most foundational things that we talk about here at Follow the Money. And in fact, in our book, Bankruptcy of Our Nation, we list out more than 20 different income streams that you can create both now and in retirement. And in fact, here at Follow the Money on the membership side, we've actually created an income university dedicated to those 20 plus income streams that you can go into and get tutorial videos, downloadable PDFs, and whatnot. So you can really, the goal obviously being that you can turn on another income stream in your life. It's been said that relying upon a single income stream is akin to putting all your financial eggs in one basket. And so in this very unpredictable economic situation that we find ourselves in here in the 21st century, this approach of putting all your eggs in one basket in terms of just one income stream, that can leave you very vulnerable. So by diversifying your income sources, you spread the risk and you create a more resilient financial foundation. I mean, we are certainly told often that diversification is an important financial strategy, but we are rarely told about the importance of applying this powerful financial principle to our sources of income. And that's something that we talk about here often, right? The need to develop a diversified portfolio of income streams that will protect you and your family's financial future, right? We're very passionate about helping people create multiple streams of income. And one of the things that we want to keep in mind, of course, is that we live in a very different kind of time than in the past. The traditional notion of retirement is undergoing a significant transformation. Pension plans have become much less prevalent. individuals are taking the reins of their financial destinies, oftentimes that doesn't work out so well. These defined contribution plans, as opposed to the defined benefit plans of the past, like pension plans, it's really kind of changed the landscape. And the need for multiple income streams has never been more apparent. It's about ensuring that you have the means to sustain your desired lifestyle, even in retirement. Consider in ancient times, retirement was a virtually unknown concept. History really has no record of any ancient citizen putting in 40 years at the vineyard, only then go enjoy his golden years by touring the countryside in his horse-drawn Airstream. So this is not to say that the ancients didn't plan for old age. And in fact, in early Greek and Roman societies, workers who wanted to protect their current income in the future could purchase an annua, A-N-N-U-A. That's where we get the word annuity. It was one of the very earliest forms of the annuity. Now, longevity, of course, was not the foremost concern in ancient times, and it certainly didn't pose the same risk that it does today. Instead, those who lived in the past, our ancient elders, they had an asset class that could sustain them in an unlikely event that they were going to live long past their ability to work. What was that unique asset? It was children. Believe it or not, children were considered assets, not liabilities in the ancient world. And today, many of our nation's elderly do all that they can to scrimp and save to leave an inheritance to their families, whom they may not have seen for years. But in former times, children were expected to take care of their parents in old age, and that's why parents were considered blessed when they had many, many children. Of course, children should never be viewed as a liability, and I say this mostly in jest, but the truth is that children were once considered a major portion of a parent's retirement plan. My, how times have changed, right? Where today it's quite different. Now, the other thing we want to keep in mind, one of the most compelling reasons that we need these multiple streams of income is not only that the concept of retirement has changed, but on top of that, we have crisis, right? We have a lot of trouble ahead in these golden years that lie ahead for us. We have Social Security, which is definitely in crisis. Without massive intervention, there's going to be some problems for Social Security distributions down the road. Medicare is also facing challenges, and Medicaid for those who need that. Pension systems are underfunded, and many of them are just struggling. Right? The personal savings rate for Americans is dismally low. Many people are living paycheck to paycheck. And then, of course, many people don't utilize their 401k plans or their individual retirement savings plans, 403bs, or even IRAs. Many times we'll find that these are underutilized. So too, consumers are faced with massive amounts of debt that are interfering with their retirement savings. And then on top of all of that, you have advances in medical technology that are increasing the risk of outliving your money, right? Who would have ever imagined that long life would be viewed as a curse? However, numerous surveys show that the greatest fear shared by most baby boomers is not death, but outliving their money. And so these reasons and many more are why we say that it is so important to develop multiple streams of income. What about you right now? If you lost your job today, would you still have an income flowing into your life 1 month from now? How about 6 months from now? Who would sign your paycheck if you were in an accident and were laid up on the couch for an extended period of time? If you can't answer these questions, you're not alone. In fact, you're in the majority. It's my hope that through the knowledge we're presenting in our podcast episodes, including this one, that you'll be able to shift your mindset into thinking in terms of creating multiple streams of income. It really is time to begin diversifying your income. By doing that, you'll be placing a safety net under you and your family in the event of unforeseen circumstances. Now, today, the average American working household has around 3 income streams. Typically, that includes 2 W-2 incomes coming in from the husband and the wife, and maybe an interest-bearing account at the bank, maybe a money market account or a bank CD or something like that. Meanwhile, the average American retiree has just 2 income streams. Now, you may be surprised, but the average millionaire, when we do our study here, when we look at millionaire income streams, we find that the average millionaire has 7 income streams. So it's a very different kind of situation for those who are just kind of getting by and those who are succeeding financially. The difference really boils down to how many income streams do you have and how diversified are those income streams, right? So this is a really important topic, of course. And when you do focus upon multiple income streams, you're gonna create a life where financial worries will take a back seat. Picture having the freedom to pursue your passions and your dreams without the constant constraints of financial limitations, right? That's the power of diversified income. That's the power of multiple streams of income. And it doesn't only provide security, but it provides freedom to live life according to your own terms. What is it that you're called to do? What is it that you really feel called to do? Well, you'll be able to do that if you have a diversified income, right? And that's what we're talking about today. So stick with us as we explore these various avenues and create those really powerful multiple income streams. Now we talked about the case here for creating multiple income streams. What I want to do now is I want to shift gears and I want to get into the topic of the 3 different types of income. So there really are 3 different types of income, and we want to dive into these. Understanding these is key to rebuilding a robust financial foundation. So let's begin with the first type of income. And the first type of income is known as earned or active income. Either one is fine. You can call it earned or active. Now, this is the money that you earn through active participation, and the key word here, active, in a job or a business. It's the most common form of income for many, but it's also important to remember that it requires ongoing effort. So you have to continue to work. So it's your labor, your employment, your material involvement in a business. It's known as linear income or earned income, active income. And you'll know that it's earned income or active income whenever it's small business income or salary income like W-2 income or commission sales income or tips that you receive, maybe in the hospitality industry or consulting income and more. So active income is obviously the most popular form of income with the average person. But what many people don't know is that it's the highest taxed form of income. Right? It's also, ironically, the riskiest form of income, as it's completely dependent upon your ability, upon your activity, and your ability to work. So it requires your continual presence and your constant labor. And if you get fired, the income stops. If you become disabled, the active income or the earned income stops, right? So active income is the riskiest form. And as we mentioned, it's also the most heavily taxed. Because there's relatively few tax loopholes for employees. The federal government does not provide tax incentives to people who have jobs. It provides tax incentives to those producers who create jobs, right? So active income is like this short-term solution to a long-term problem. Our modern economy penalizes those who rely exclusively on active income through high tax rates and also the fact that it's risky. And there's nothing inherently wrong with active income, but I'm just saying that there's better forms of income for you to consider as you move towards financial freedom. So obviously, you're going to have some forms of active income in your life. If you have a small business, that's active income. If you have a job, that's active income. Nothing wrong with it. But the fact is, you can add other types of income streams into your life and kind of blend them and create a diversified income stream. That's what we're talking about here. So the second type of income is known as portfolio income. Portfolio income comes from investments. It comes from things like dividends or interest or capital gains. It's a step towards financial independence as your money begins to work for you. It can also include things like royalties earned from a book or a patent, interest, as we mentioned, dividend income. Now, this type of income is not created through normal business activity. Portfolio income is often taxed at a lower rate than active income, depending on how long you've held the investment prior to selling it. Oftentimes is how it's determined. Now, we've already talked about the first two, active income and portfolio income. The third type of income, and my favorite, I think everybody's favorite, is known as passive income, right? So this is money that's earned with minimal ongoing effort, kind of like rental income. It provides financial freedom, and it allows you to focus upon what you truly desire. Now, passive income is typically derived from business investments, such as a rental property or limited partnership in which you are not actively involved. According to the IRS, there are only two possible sources of passive income. The first kind is net rental income. That's real estate or equipment. So when you rent something, rental income is considered passive. And business income from a business in which you do not materially participate. That's key. So basically, passive income is not earned by your time and effort. Passive income, by the way, is also usually taxed at the lowest rates and therefore offers the highest number of potential tax deductions. Now, I would suggest to you that getting ahead financially today requires the creation of multiple streams of passive and portfolio types of income. And of course, nearly everyone begins their working life with a single active income stream. You get a job, that's how it starts. But your goal should be to shift slowly from those active income sources to multiple streams of portfolio and passive income as early in your life as possible. But don't be discouraged if you're a little late to the party. Don't be discouraged if you're a little late in life and you're just discovering this, because you still have time. Everyone can do this. Everyone who's listening to me, regardless of your age, has the opportunity to turn on more income streams in your life. It's completely up to you. Now, there's really no one-size-fits-all approach when it comes to developing income streams. It's really about crafting a strategy that suits your unique circumstances. So you really want to, focus upon blending these types of income according to your goals and your risk tolerance. And let's talk about that in conclusion here about these three types of income, is that each type of income has its own set of advantages and considerations. So active income, or also known as earned income, that provides stability, right? It's kind of a stable form of income that's usually the same, but it can be limited by time and effort, right? It requires your constant presence. Portfolio income offers the potential for higher returns, but it carries investment risk. In order to get portfolio income, often, like if we're talking about dividends, well, you have to invest money. And then, of course, there's investment risk attached to that income stream. And then also passive income provides freedom, but it does take upfront investment and time to set up. So while you're not actively materially participating per se in order to earn passive income on a day-to-day basis, you do have to provide some sort of money to get it started or some time that's going to be required up front. And that could also be risky. So there's plenty of benefits and drawbacks to each of these types. But I think the most compelling aspect is the fact that we also have to keep in mind the taxation structure as we've laid out. Passive income being taxed the least, active income being taxed the most. So we have to keep that in mind as we move forward. But let me just come back to one other thing before we close out this segment. And that is that I really want to encourage you. After I said it just a while ago, it made me think. Don't use your age or any other factor as an excuse. You see, you have been blessed with very specific gifts. You have been blessed with special talents and life experiences. You are one of a kind, and you were placed on this earth for a very specific reason. So you have a unique purpose. You just have to put one foot in front of the other. Don't expect anyone to do it for you. Breaking free financially will take time and effort, but it will be worth every second of your time. Now, are you always going to succeed with every new idea or every new income stream? Of course not. But don't let that stand in your way of achieving financial success. Pace yourself and move boldly in the direction of your goals and your dreams. For example, with every new income stream I build, I set reasonable goals that I know that can be achieved. With some of my very first income streams that I created, I would celebrate when they began creating $50 a month. And then a few months later, when the income stream would start creating $100 a month or maybe even $200 a month, I would celebrate again. See, if you can walk into this endeavor with unrealistic expectations and making millions of dollars within a few months, your chances of failure will increase dramatically. So be humble and work hard. Set reasonable goals. And if you spend your time developing and working systems that work, you will succeed with time. If I can do it, believe me, you can do it. All right. So on the other side of this break, we're going to come back and we're going to get into the nitty-gritty. We're going to talk about some specific income streams that you can create. These are not the only income streams. So we're going to share a few and talk about some of those, and we'll explore them on the other side of this break. Hold tight. Hey friends, Jerry Robinson here from Follow the Money Radio. Are you ready to unlock the secrets to financial independence? I invite you to join me for a complimentary 20-minute discovery session. It's your chance to dive deep into our 5 levels of financial freedom and get answers to your burning questions. Together, we'll craft a roadmap to your financial success. Don't miss out on this exclusive opportunity. It's a limited time offer. Visit our website, followthemoney.com/coaching to schedule your free 20-minute session right now. Your financial freedom journey begins today. Hey friends, Jerry Robinson here from Follow the Money Radio. For a limited time, you can enjoy an exclusive 15% discount on all of our premium products and services. From insightful video courses to our books and our membership plans designed for traders and investors, it's all here to supercharge your financial journey. Simply use coupon code 150FF, that's 15 off, at checkout. Don't miss this chance to elevate your financial knowledge and skills. Visit our website, followthemoney.com today. Your path to financial success just got even more rewarding. Seize the opportunity. Get 15% off all products and services for a limited time. Followthemoney.com. All right, friends, welcome back to the program. We are trucking right along here. We have been talking about multiple streams of income, one of the most important foundational aspects of your financial plan as you build and grow. And we talked about the three different types of income streams. We've kind of built the case for creating multiple streams and why you need it. Now, in this third and final segment, what I want to do is I want to kind of provide you a basic introduction to some of the popular income stream ideas that you can start exploring. Now, as I had mentioned, all of our members here at followthemoney.com, our gold and platinum members, I should say, have access to our Income University. Now, this includes, we also call it our Multiple Streams Academy. You'll find it in the member dashboard. And it includes, access to videos and PDF downloads and educational resources on 22 different income streams that you can create in retirement. I mean, I'm talking about many different income streams. And in fact, since we created this Income University, we've actually discovered a few more. When I used to do financial planning, I was under the impression, at least most financial planners understood, that there were around 10, about 10 to 11 different income streams. And I thought that was all there were. And then when I started doing my own research for my book, I realized, wow, there's actually quite a few more. And so we ended up with 22. But then I realized, well, that's not even the total amount. There's even more. So, we could probably come up with 30 or so. But right now on our Income University, you can find, all 22 income streams. You can go through them. It can really help you. And we've seen so many people over the years dive into our Income Stream University, our Income University, and they've just walked away with great knowledge, but then actually putting that knowledge into practice. One of the types of income streams we're going to talk about here, we'll start off with, is the 401k, right? So the 401k or a 403b. Now that's a type of tool that you can use for retirement. It's a very powerful tool for long-term wealth building. Why they are so powerful is that they provide you with tax advantages and potential employer contributions. So it's a way for you to invest in your future and ensure financial security in retirement. The problem is that many people don't know what to do with their 401k. So they have a 401k, maybe available at work, but maybe they don't contribute to it. Or maybe they do contribute to it, but they don't take advantage of the entire match. Or sometimes people will max out their 401k when it may not be a good idea. So because when you think about the 401k itself, if it's not a Roth IRA, Roth 401k version, then you're going to end up owing a lot of taxes on the distributions when they come out. You may get the tax advantage up front. You put money in pre-tax, but then when it comes out taxable. And, if we're talking 10, 20 years away from now, taxes could be quite a bit higher. Based on all the spending that's going on. So there really are ways to think about your 401k. And my goal here isn't to help you fine tune your particular 401k today through this episode. Instead, my goal is to help you understand that the 401k itself can be a really, really powerful tool that you'll be able to generate income from. So later on down the road, when you go into retirement, your 401k can be an income stream, right? So you may not have the income stream today, but you can start building it today. And when you get to retirement, that 401k or that 403b plan will have money in it that you can begin to tap. And I would strongly encourage you, though, to consider or to see if you have a 401k at work, see if they offer a Roth version. Similar to the Roth IRA, a Roth 401k allows you to put in after-tax dollars and then take out an income tax-free in retirement. That could be enormously beneficial to you when and if taxes increase down the road. Now, when you're thinking about the 401k, well, some of the favorite tips that I have would be to obviously invest up to the company match. Diversify your investments across various asset classes within it. Rebalance your investments regularly. Avoid taking a loan from that 401k if at all possible. If you leave your job, roll over that 401k to the 401k plan at your new job or to an IRA if they don't offer a 401k at your work. That'll prevent you from having to pay taxes and penalties earlier than necessary. You also don't want to be afraid to ask for investment help. So many times I will find that individuals who are kind of new to investing or don't really know what they're doing, they will end up putting their money in target date funds. And these are extremely popular today as they seem to take the guesswork out of investing. The problem is they often contain very steep fees and often a pretty subpar performance based upon, just compared to something like the S&P 500. So don't be afraid to ask for investment help. There's a number of financial planners you can reach out to. You can even contact us, and we're happy to help. We can put you in touch with a trusted financial advisor through our network. But again, if you're younger than 50 years old, I would really consider opting for the Roth 401k if it is provided. That'd be so powerful. And also check and see if you have a brokerage link window or a self-directed account that's available to you for your 401k. This will allow you to have more investment options. That's usually one of the problems with 401ks and 403bs. You have limited investment options, but many companies allow you to have what they call a brokerage link window to that 401k that allows you to invest in things that are not just in that company plan, but in fact in the entire stock market abroad. So that makes it a lot easier for you to get more exposure to different things and gives you more choices, which I think is ultimately what you're looking for. So 401k plans are something that you can turn on in the future as an income or a 403b, right? Another investment or another income idea, another multiple stream of income that you can create is dividends. Dividends and dividend income strategies are some of the coolest strategies that you can find out there. Dividend stocks pay you a portion of their earnings and then provide a regular income. So this method combines potential capital appreciation with steady cash flow, and it's favored by many who are seeking portfolio income, which is similar to passive income, certainly in this this type of situation. And so when it comes to dividends, if you really want to get ahead, you want to think in terms of investing in well-managed, highly profitable dividend-paying companies that have a wide moat, that is a competitive advantage, rock-solid cash flow, and prospects for long-term capital appreciation. You'll often find those types of stocks within something we call the Dividend Aristocrat list. We keep a track of all the Dividend Aristocrats here for our members. They have access to it. It's currently 67 stocks on the list. And in order to be a Dividend Aristocrat, you have to be paying a dividend for at least 25 years, and that dividend had to increase every year during those 25 years. So you have to pay an increasing dividend every year for 25 consecutive years. And if you do that, you become a dividend aristocrat. Only 67 companies qualify in the United States. We keep track of them. We rank them and provide them to our members each and every week here at Follow the Money. So that's another example of some of the things we offer to our members. But, to find those companies, you want to drill down and then earn, the dividend. And over time, you can really begin to benefit by the over time, the dividend reinvestment. As you continue to reinvest those dividends, they grow, and then you have more shares, and ultimately ends up having more shares, and then you get more dividends. This is really powerful. So dividend investing is something that you can do. You can get started early, and then you can really grow your share count of a particular stock. And there are also some really great ETFs that pay dividends that actually, in my opinion, they can actually be better for the average individual, because then you don't have that single stock risk. Schwab has some great dividend ETFs. Vanguard has some great dividend ETFs that you can research. We talk about some of our favorites with our members here, at Follow the Money. It's just one of these things that you can do that you can really begin to build an income. And so dividend investing is yet another type of income stream that I think that you could really benefit from over the long haul. So we're going through some different income ideas that you can create. Another idea has to do with annuities. We were talking about annuities earlier, one of the oldest types of retirement plans in the world, where people back in ancient Greece and ancient Rome, they used to, put money away into an annua, and then they would get a lifetime's income stream back in return. Annuities offer a guaranteed stream of income, typically for life, and they can provide a level of security and peace of mind, especially for retirees looking for reliable income sources. There's all different kinds of annuities, and I can tell you, as someone who has been an insurance broker since 15 years now, I've dealt with annuities, I've dealt with life insurance contracts, and I'll tell you that I really, really like annuities, but I don't like them all. And in fact, many people don't need an annuity. Some people do. Not everybody. But the thing is that also when it comes to annuities, there's some annuities that are, in my opinion, nobody really should buy them. And there's other kinds of annuities that I think are just perfect. It really boils down to the fees and the surrender charges and all of those types of things. So there's all different kinds of annuities that you can look at. I'm not going to get into what those are today. But let me just tell you, if you have a family history of longevity, you have good genes, if you're planning on living 10, 20, 30 years beyond retirement, annuity is something I think that you should definitely be looking at, right? If you're concerned about how to spread out your tax burden in retirement, then I would say an annuity can really be powerful. If you're concerned that if you pass away early, your money would stay with your former company instead of being passed to your heirs or your favorite charities, that's something to look at. If you're concerned that your current income streams will diminish over time due to poor market conditions, an annuity can be very powerful because it guarantees an income stream. If you're concerned that inflation will erode the purchasing power of your income over time, well, the annuity can also help because you can actually have inflation riders on those annuities that rise with the CPI. If you're concerned that you don't have enough income sources, again, this is something that can really help the annuity. So the annuity, as I mentioned, I like them. They're basically a product that's offered by an insurance company. When you pay into an annuity, either by lump sum or periodic payments, the money grows tax deferred, and then you can then begin to take an income stream from the annuity, and oftentimes you can take that for life. It all depends on how you set it up. But annuities are another really powerful income stream that people can create specifically for retirement, right? Another income stream that you can create that you don't have to wait for retirement to begin getting the money would be covered call options. This strategy involves selling call options against stocks that you own, and it can generate additional income while potentially reducing your overall investment risk. Now, it's a bit more advanced, so you want to make sure that you fully understand it before you dive in, but we've actually done many videos on the topics of covered call options. Basically what you're doing is you're renting out your stock portfolio for income, right? Really powerful. So, basically you're earning rent on your stock portfolio. A few years ago, we actually created something known as the Options Trading University, and that's for our members here, our Platinum members specifically, and it is just hours and hours of options trading education that teaches people how they can actually earn an income by trading options. Very, very powerful, very, very popular with our members. And covered calls are just yet another one of the income streams that you can create now or in retirement. There's several more. We could go through other ones like, reverse mortgage income. Reverse mortgage income is a very popular one as well with people who have a home that's, largely paid off. They have some equity in the home, and this allows them to receive a lifetime income and remain in their home. That's a really cool strategy for those who, it's not for everybody, and it's not always the right solution, but it's another income stream that you can create. You can also create things, like you can go get a part-time job, part-time employment. That would be active income, but you can add another income stream. Affiliate marketing. We've talked about that many times here on our podcast, how you can, do affiliate marketing. You can promote other people's products, other people's services, and earn an income. That was one of the very first things I did to begin building income streams when I first got started. So that was really powerful. And then, of course, there's royalties and patents and venture capital income and information sales income and tax lien income. We have one member I'm thinking of right now who's done very well with tax liens done very, very well. And so there's just so many different income streams. I'll conclude with one more, and that's stock and ETF trading. So stock and ETF trading. So trading is, as you well know, one of my favorite income streams. It's really a powerful income stream because what it does is, of course, the business of trading stocks has come a long way from the early days. Today, you can instantly place a trade on virtually any publicly traded stock or any exchange traded fund with a click of a mouse. You can do it from anywhere. It's the ultimate work from home business. Trading stocks and ETFs has long been a passion of mine. I traded my first stock back in 1996, traded my first option in 2002, bought my first cryptocurrency in 2012. And, trading is just something that I really enjoy. I began as a day trader, and then I slowly moved towards swing trading, which is where you tend to hold for, 1 to 10 days or so, maybe a little longer. And then position trading is where I'm at today. So what I do today is I position trade, where I spend, when I buy something, I'll hold it for months, not days, not hours like I used to, because the shorter the time frame of trading, the more stressful, the more time required. And so position trading really suits my schedule. It suits my temperament. It suits my situation and circumstances today. So day trading was kind of off limits. I've got too many things on my plate, so I can't really do day trading anymore. But I do position trading, and that allows me to stay in the game. It allows me to continue to trade and take advantage of my knowledge. But at the same time, I'm not having to day trade or be stuck in front of a screen, right? So trading, it can be a source of income. Now, this approach requires careful research and timing. It can be very profitable, but it's also, you can lose money. So you got to have a good plan. You got to have a trading plan. And we actually have something here at Follow the Money called our Trend Trading Bootcamp, which many of our members have been through. It's available on our website, in our store. And if you want to learn trading, and if you want to become a lean, mean trend trading machine, that course is, hours and hours long. I want to say it's at least 6 hours. And it is filled with knowledge that I've learned over the years, of 25 plus years of trading now. It's hard to believe, 1996, coming up on 30 years. Good night. But that's, just kind of talks, basically talks about all the different things you need to know as you're getting started as a trader. Very, very powerful. Now, remember, every method of income creation has its own benefits and risks, and it's crucial that you do your own research, and if necessary, consult with a financial advisor, right? The key is finding the right combination of income streams that align with your financial goals and your risk tolerance. That's what's very, very important about all of this. Not everybody is going to, be a great trader. Not everybody is going to want to go out and, do a reverse mortgage. It's not practical for everybody. Not everybody needs an annuity, right? Not everybody wants to trade options. Not everybody may be able to buy dividend income stocks, or maybe not everyone has access to a 401k, right? So that's why we have 22 different income streams that we talk about in our Income University. But my primary goal from today's podcast episode was to motivate you to be thinking in terms of multiple streams of income. Now, we have a lot of resources on our website. You go to followthemoney.com/5 levels. You can go right to level 4, see the multiple streams of income area, and learn more about some of the things we talk about. You can also get access to our Income University by becoming a member here. You can get access to our Trend Trading Bootcamp. You can get access to our Options Trading University. I mean, we have gobs and gobs of education here, and it's powerful education, time-tested education that you can use, that people have used to make more income. We want to see you make more income. We want to see you create multiple streams of income, and we want to see you become a better investor. That's why we're here at followthemoney.com. So, with all that said, that pretty much brings us to the end of this segment. I really want to encourage you to think more deeply when it comes to creating multiple streams of income, and see that as a part of your financial plan that maybe your financial advisor didn't bring up, or maybe that you just didn't learn in school. But it turns out that those who are successful financially, when you look at their income stream situation, they're typically not just earning one income stream. That's not always true. The doctor may just have one income stream. The lawyer may have one big income stream. But even those folks will typically have investments going on. They may have dividend stocks. They may have, a large retirement plan or whatever. They may trade options on the side. Who knows? The point is that you can create a multiple streams of income for your family and for your situation, and prepare yourself for difficult times ahead. Now is the time to begin planning for your retirement. If you haven't already done so, now's the time. Now's the time to begin thinking about what kind of income streams will I have in retirement. Might be a good exercise to sit down and write down how many income streams you have today and how many income streams you would like to have in the future, and maybe even how many income streams your goal is to have in retirement. These are very, very powerful ideas, and I truly hope that they will inspire you to take action for your financial freedom. All right, friends, welcome back to the final moments of today's broadcast. And with that, we've reached the end of today's journey into the realm of multiple income streams. Remember now, it's not about juggling a dozen jobs. It's about creating diverse sources of income that work for you. I'd like to leave you with a final word, this time by Robert Kiyosaki, when he astutely pointed out something. He said, "The key to financial freedom and great wealth is a person's ability or skill to convert earned income into passive income and or portfolio income." Right? That's something to think about, isn't it? This transformation is really at the heart of financial success. Taking your income, it may be earned, it may be active, and converting it slowly but surely, building income streams that are passive or portfolio types of income. Not only will you have more security in those income streams, but you'll also have less taxes, which I think is very, very powerful. So let's take those first steps, explore some various avenues, and dare to diversify our income streams. Your financial future is yours to shape. Thank you for joining us today. And remember, your journey towards multiple income streams begins with that first step. And as always, when you want the truth about the global economy, just follow the money. Have a safe and prosperous week, and we'll see you right back here next time. And until then, stay curious, stay courageous, and keep building your financial freedom. God bless.
Follow the Money podcast is strictly for informational and educational purposes. It should not be construed as specific investment advice. The views and opinions of our guests and sponsors, including Tom Cloud, are their own and do not necessarily represent the views of FTMDaily.com or Robinson Media Group, LLC. Jerry Robinson does hold an insurance license and at times may offer consulting on life insurance and fixed retirement income products. Follow-up, individualized responses to email or phone requests that involve the rendering of personalized investment advice for compensation will not be made absent compliance with state investment advisor registration requirements or an applicable exemption or exclusion and applicable insurance regulations. Past performance is not indicative of future results. You should be aware of the real risk of loss in following any strategy or investment discussed on the podcast. Remember, never do your financial planning through podcast or radio. It's your money. Be wise. Do your due diligence and always consult a trusted financial professional before making any financial decision.